Won't you take me home? Get me with your flight. We can run away. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me home?
Today I am on my way to Cape Flattery, which is the northwesternmost point of the contiguous United States. And I'm driving along a beautiful drive, basically along the ocean. Really pretty. A lot of it is wooded, and then other parts you see the ocean. So hopefully I'll get to share some of that with you today. I do hope you'll stick around through the entire video. It's not a very long one today, about 10 minutes. And towards the end is where we get to Cape Flattery. And it really is a cool place in northern Washington. So come on along. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe. Click on the like button, that helps me out. And leave your comments because I love to read them. This is called the Strait of Juan to Fuca Scenic Byway. The road in places is super wavy, so you have to go super slow because you get thrown all over the place if you don't. And there's places that have been washed out, and it's maintained, but you have to be real careful of rough road and stuff like that. It isn't the best representation of them, but all these purple flowers that you can see, they're called fireweed. I'm at Pillar Point. The tide is out, so there's not a whole lot to see except for a lot of seaweed. There's the marine layer over there. That's fog. There's some more fireweed. And I guess some local folklore about fireweed is when half the blooms are gone, it's time to get ready for winter. This road is kind of like a little roller coaster with all the twists and turns and waves and up and down. Like coming up, I see some waves. So people have been riding their rear ends part of the time, and it's like they're not in their house on wheels that throws things around on those waves. This is Callum Bay. There's a little strip mall over there even. Nifty.
Castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me home to a castle in the sky. Castle in the sky.
We are in Clallam Bay, Washington. Looks like the tide might be starting to come in, which I'm glad for. Sure makes things a lot prettier to see when you stop at beaches and such. Siku Rec area next right. Cool. Look at all the color over there across the bay. Berries. Some of them are getting ripe. See, there's a ripe one there. Shipwreck Point. Tide is still a bit low. This is where I live. Nia Bay. The end of it. I already went through most of it. Headed to Cape Flattery. I'm now on the Cape Flattery Scenic Byway. Welcome to the Makah Indian Tribe's Cape Flattery Trail. Cape Flattery Trail is 0.75 miles from trailhead to overlook. It requires moderate exertion to hike its slopes and stairs. 4 observation decks on the trail provide spectacular views of the rugged rocks, birds, and jade waters of the Olympic Coast National Marine Sanctuary within Makah territory. Please respect the following rules established for your safety and enjoyment. The Makah Recreation Pass is required for all visitors recreating on the Makah Reservation. It's 1 pass per vehicle, and it's available at most local businesses and at the Makah Tribal Council Administrative Services Division. This area is designated as a Makah Wilderness Area. Leave no trace, stay on trails, walkways, and observation decks. Do not remove or disturb any cultural or natural resources, including plants, animals, or shellfish. Sheer cliffs pose extreme hazards. Stay on designated trail only. Supervise your children closely and keep pets on a leash at all times. And it should go without saying, please, please, please carry out your litter. This is where I live. Makah people have protected and managed this important area for millennia. We are pleased to welcome you here now. We hope you enjoy the enduring beauty of the beginning of the world, home of the people of the Cape. The Olympic Coast National Marine Sanctuary is home to a rich abundance of marine mammals, seabirds, fish, and thriving invertebrate communities. Its wild and undeveloped coastline makes the region one of the most dramatic natural resource treasures of the United States. Here, you'll see marine wildlife such as bald eagles, oyster catchers, common murres, and tufted puffins. Watch for great whales and sea otters off of Cape Flattery. The waters off the Cape and Tatoosh Island have always been frequented by macaws on seasonal fishing and hunting trips. Macaws have long been known as whale hunters, seal hunters, and fishermen. From this vantage point, macaw ancestors sighted early European expeditions searching for the Northwest Passage and the entrance to the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Tatoosh Island served as a seasonal fishing and whaling camp for the Makah people. The island is also home to many nesting seabirds, marine mammals, and diverse plant life, as well as the historic Tatoosh Lighthouse. The lighthouse was constructed in 1857 by the U.S. federal government during a period of occupation that would last more than 100 years, but was automated in 1976. The island just east of Tatoosh Island is called Tukudit, which means lots of sea lion there. In English, it's called Sea Lion Rock.
On my own, but I don't know why you hit the road, but you don't realize I won't go back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't
center of the nation, and I've also been to the Outer Banks of the nation, the far northwest Outer Banks.
I won't look back.